I can't see your beer, said the guy who was, having a speech, and he was giving it on the day of beer dependence, and he was like, I can't see your beer. Hold them up. Let me see your beer. It's the day of beer dependence. Anyway, when we starting this video? Oh, we already started. Oh, thank you. Welcome. Spitterswell Beer Reviews, Day of Beer Dependence. I'm Jammer.
I'm Shagdog.
Hey, Shagdog. What's more American than Elvis?
Right.
Baseball, apple pie? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I got Elvis juice. Somalians at the Leering Center, huh? I got BrewDog's Elvis Juice. It's a citrus IPA. It says live fast, drink slow. There you go. 6.5 ABV.
Hey, I'm doing Sierra Nevada's SummerFest once again. 5% ABV, 80, I think it was 83 beer advocate. I believe the BrewDog there had an 88 beer advocate, I believe.
Oh, wow.
They say it's like an American IPA or something like that.
Columbus Brewing.
And this is a Czech Bohemian Pilsner style.
Nice frothy head on this. It looks very inviting, very tantalizing.
Man, you age this beer for a little while. You lagertize it, and then it gets better with age, I guess.
Lagerize it?
Smells a lot more inviting than it did the first time we had it.
Wow. Yeah, I saw this one and I said, what? Elvis Juice? That sounds so perverted.
Yeah. I did that one a few years ago, Elvis Juice. I had a couple of BrewDogs. I don't see them too much anymore down here. But
no. But I got a nice frothy head, and it's a coppery, brassy, kind of golden copper, color there. Autumn type color. Nice beige head. It's looking very inviting. Yeah, got that a little citrus smell there, a little piney IPA type grapefruit smell with a little maltiness. Yeah. That citrus is nice. It's like a orange, lemon, lime type sliding into like a piney grapefruit. How about yours, Shagdog?
Yeah. Golden, slight haziness to it. Head's still there a little bit, but a little bit more than the pinky, I guess. But I do smell the grassiness, maybe a slight lemon zest in there. It smells like a Pilsner, the way it should be.
Oh, well, cheers.
No skunk. Cheers.
Man, this is pretty smooth. Not harsh at all. Like some of the IPAs are. They can be harsh. This one is smooth, a little malty, got the nice citrus, got like a little caramel in there, some breadiness. I like it.
That's sweet.
Hey, and that kind of envelops the whole Elvis vibe, right? He was smooth, easy going,
and sweaty.
Yeah, and swaggy. I don't know if he was malty or citrusy, but
Yeah.
but yeah, there's no dankness in there. Just got that sweet citrus smell. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, this has that zesty, grassy, very slight lemon zest in there. Very light. You barely taste the lemon zest. But it does have a little bit of a hoppiness in there too, but not over hoppy, but more than your typical American adjunct Pilsner, of course. Kind of like a pale ale type IBUs, might be 20, IBUs 30 maybe at the most.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I'm not an expert.
Yeah, it's not bad. it's got a kind of the second, third, fourth, fifth, sips kind of become almost bland to a degree, though.
Hard to
But there is that
believe.
kind of little citrusy IPA bitter, in the background.
It's hard to believe next year will be 50 years since Elvis died.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah.
And there is another conspiracy type theory that he didn't die, he was killed.
Yeah, by the CIA or something. Or
I'm not too
maybe
sure
or
about who, supposedly, but you think about it, these music companies, that's a cutthroat business. And I'm surprised they have allowed these online venues, or not venues, online avenues for up and coming new people. And let me put this on Do Not Disturb. To be able to get a lot of this business, because a lot of these up and coming people go on there, they put their music on there, they gain a following, then they start getting revenue from their music being played and selling it online straight from themselves. There's no middleman. The record company was a notorious middleman, and managers and stuff like that. Middlemen.
yeah, that's true.
So
I'm sure YouTube is stealing or whatever.
that too. YouTube is another one. SoundCloud, YouTube, and there's a bunch of others.
Yeah, they're getting their share of the money though.
They are getting some of the money because they're using that music and putting it out there.
Yeah.
But for an up and coming person, they have so many avenues to be able to put their music and get heard.
I miss
Unlike
the old
back in the
days.
day when you had a funnel going to the record companies and
Yeah.
radio.
I mean, I'm sure record artists don't like the record companies, but still, I think they made more money back then. You know, even if you weren't that great, you could have sold a gold record pretty easily.
Well, they inflated some numbers on songs too, depending on what they wanted to. And then when they inflated the numbers, they didn't pay the artists. They just inflated it so that they got the buzz,
Yeah.
artificially inflated. Hey, there's a couple of things. One, this beer is pretty decent. I'll give it a B. B plus, and then a swallow and a quarter. Couple of music related items, right? Alan
Hey, I'll give
Jackson.
mine score real quick there, Jimmer.
All right, go ahead. Interrupt.
Yeah, I'm going to give mine better than last time I did this. I'm going to give it a B plus and a sword or a swallow and a quarter. Maybe it's because I washed my car today. Well, the machine did most of the work. I did vacuum.
You did vacuum. They haven't taken out the human factor in that, did they?
Yeah, the AI hasn't made the vacuum robot yet or whatever else. The damn car wash machine took a chip, cracked my hood of my car, though, like about that long. I should have said something. I was like, fuck, what do I got to do? Give me $10 or
They'll actually look. A couple of things. If they had a disclaimer about damage to your vehicle, they would just say, "Oh, we can't do anything about it." No.
Yeah.
Or they would turn around and pay you X amount.
Yeah, or you get free car washes for 6 months. We'll crack your car some more.
How they crack the hood?
Well, when I was vacuuming my car, I went around the front of the hood. I saw a kind of half circular crack on the top of the hood. And I didn't notice that until now. Although I haven't washed my car in about 2 or 3 months. But usually I go around the front of my. Well, actually, I don't go around the front of my car too often. Anyhow.
All right, so back to what I was saying before I was interrupted. Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson retired due to his disease that he has that is degenerative, and that's his nerve disease. Alan Jackson. He has a disease called CMT, believe it or not.
Was he a DJ on MTV, Alan Jackson?
Alan Jackson? Don't rock the jukebox. I want to hear some Jones.
Was there a video jockey on MTV named Alan Jackson?
No. Look up Alan Jackson.
I saw the country singer.
You'll know the songs.
Alan Hunter. Oh.
Has nothing to do with what I was talking about.
There's J.J. Jackson. Maybe I'll get those two together.
Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, as I was rudely interrupted again.
Yeah. He's only 67. He looks old as shit.
Yeah, well, that's the disease catching up to him now.
What kind of disease he got?
CMT.
Oh, I remember that guy. Now I see his young pictures. Yeah, I remember him.
Now, CMT is funny because he has a disease that is the call sign for country music television.
Wait,
CMT.
is that things with concussions or something? Or
no, it's a nerve thing. In several of his concerts, his last several concerts, he had a thing where he could prop himself up by just leaning back on it and leaning and playing and everything. But he looks very frail when he's walking and everything.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Alan, supposedly I'm related to him and distantly. I don't know if it's all completely true, but supposedly I am.
You got to go on gender.com or one of those sites.
Genealogy thing. And it does show that we are related by so many people down the line.
Oh, wow.
Just like it shows us related to Mo Bandy and Mike Rowe. Shows. But that was one of the music things that I was going to say, and now I completely forgot the rest because I got rudely interrupted like 5 times. If it wasn't for the 7 times I got interrupted.
Hey, one more interruption. Chasing the Neon Rainbow. How's that song going?
Chasing that neon rainbow, living that honky-tonk dream. Da-da-da-da-da.
Might have vaguely remember that. Now, I do remember when.
Remember when.
Yeah, and
way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. It gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Gone country, right?
Gone country.
Look at that strut. She's gone.
Gone country.
Okay. Yeah,
there she come.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Was that with Jimmy Buffett?
5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. Anyway.
Awesome. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Remember him when he could belt out a tune.
I thought it was remember Shag when he was polite and true. Remember Shag when he didn't interrupt you. Remember
2
Shag.
beers in, but you're still my friend. Remember Shag.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that shit went down good today. It must have been hard car wash.
Hard work.
Hard work, man. Yeah, I had a good thumbnail for this one, Jammer, for the video, but somehow it came up 2 megabytes or something like that, and it said YouTube wouldn't accept that for a thumbnail. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You have to make small with paint.
Yeah, I don't know how to make megabytes small.
Well, you just make small.
I usually
open
make
it up.
big.
It's a big picture.
That's what FB stand for. I thought make big.
No,
not megabytes.
Yeah. Man, this whole thing with the celebration of the 250 years, it's kind of weird because you would think you would hear more buzz about it on TV. And granted, I basically disconnected to TV. I've been watching a little bit of FIFA, the artificial football of the world. Every now and then I tune in. I'm watching it with my wife, and she's a big fan and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what's the big deal? 0-0, nobody's won. It's a tie. Right. I said, if it's 5-5, it's still a tie. Nobody. It's basically 0-0. I said. Yeah. So I said, nobody scores out of all this time and 0-0, and everybody's celebrating. That's no celebration. Nobody won.
Yeah, it's boring to me. I mean, there might be some exciting moments occasionally, but most of the time it's boring as hell.
Well, that's the same with basketball. You run down the court, you run up the court, you run down the court, you run up the court. You know, every now and then you get a fantastic dunk or a pass that ends up with a score. But for the most part, it's just run back and forth like tennis too. You know, run back and forth.
Michael
Golf,
Jordan
golf can be more exciting than this stuff.
Yeah, Michael Jordan was probably the only basketball player that I would sit there and watch, and it's just anticipate something's going to happen every 2 minutes probably.
Yeah.
But I didn't like LeBron James. He traveled so much. He's gone around the world. Yeah. Football's kind of boring sometimes too, American football. I mean, I watch it sometimes, but I don't even watch it anymore because I work on weekends, work overnight shift. I don't have time to watch football. But remember when I used to watch football?
Yeah.
Hey, guess who else has a crazy disease? I probably got the same thing he has. Alzheimer. Danny Glover.
Yeah. Danny
He's
Glover.
still a little functional right now, but yeah, when they did the interview, I said, yeah, he's not all there. So.
Well, Danny Glover seemed a little off all throughout his life, in my opinion.
Yeah, even in
I like him. I like the guy. I like his acting, but he always seemed a little off.
You think he had early onset Alzheimer back then?
I don't know. The funny thing is, Alan Jackson, Danny Glover, and there's somebody else that recently got something. I forget what it is. It kind of boggles my mind how many people are getting Alzheimer's. How many people are getting, these weird diseases. Like what is that? Sickle cell. That one. And then ALS.
What's that one that gay guys were getting a couple years ago? Monkeypox, right?
Yeah, monkeypox.
Where'd that come from? I never heard of fucking monkeypox before until that outbreak happened or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just a big petri dish.
Yeah, I think it's from the vaccines.
Experiment. Well, I can tell you right now, the vaccines, they've proven that shit. A lot of these people voluntarily went out and got vaccines, and now they're suffering a lot of health issues from it.
Yeah, and they're even saying the COVID virus itself may cause cancers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Great.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have Bill Gates, who was just a computer nerd geek, thinking he is God's gift to the humanity and all that stuff. He thinks he's like a microbiologist. Yeah, you should take these vaccines. Supporting, pushing vaccines. How in the world are you just a completely computer? I get it. You may be able to venture off in other avenues as but your main education, main knowledge is computers, not stuff that deals with anatomy and all that crap.
Yeah, well, and they say he stole a lot of computer stuff from what's his name? So
IBM.
Yeah, and he used to be supposedly Fauci's roommate at Harvard or whatever. So
so there's a lot of connections there, I tell you. And now he's one of the largest landowners too. And now this is the crazy thing. You talk about the freaking ticks. That whatever that tick disease that they got, where now you'll be definitely sick.
Well, you got the Lone Star tick.
When you'll be definitely sick if you eat meat.
Yeah, it's that's chicken. Lone Star tick. But they said that he's a different tick he was studying, not the Lone Star tick.
Oh no, the Lone Star, and then there's a gal bot or something, whatever. Anyway, there's videos online showing that these people are dropping boxes in people's property. Unmarked helicopters dropping boxes of ticks on people's property.
I see that.
You know what? You come on my property, you come in my airspace and my property, I'm shooting at you.
What my question about that is, why would you drop evidence with a box? Why don't you just flutter them out? They're not going to really.
Well, they drop the box because if they drop the box down there and the ticks jump out of the box and all that stuff, and then the box gets wet, degrades, and most likely you'll never notice it because they're dropping it on property. It's only these videos of people actually catching it because they're out there. And
maybe it was a transport and the box fell out.
No. There's too many of these videos of that stuff, and then these ticks are aggressive too. They're coming at you. You know, you're trying to get away from it, and the tick
Well, you
keeps
are
coming.
food.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, they keep coming towards you.
I got a couple of ticks on me back when I was in basic training when I went out to the field. You know, my waistline, and they go in like tight spaces, so your sock where your socks are, or your belt line, or whatever. So I had about 3 or 4 over here in my waistline, and I didn't even see them come yet. That's how fast they are.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I probably took them out wrong too. We used match heads, got the match hot, but
Yeah, you got to get the head out. Yeah.
yeah, we pulled them out with tweezers. Yeah. Well, that was horrible, man.
It happens.
You'll have that. Hopefully, I don't have Lyme disease. I mean, but it's been a long time, so you never know.
Well, my whole thing about this is that they wanted people to eat more of this vegetarian, more get away from eating beef and getting away. So what's one way of doing it? Let's create a disease that causes you to get deathly sick from eating beef or chicken, and now you can't eat it anymore.
Yeah, then they had those.
And if you die, oh, so wonderful, because now we lost one more individual. We got rid of another part of the population.
Yeah, then they had those flies in Texas too. Is that the fly bot or whatever? They lay the eggs.
The other fly, yeah.
Yeah, so they have to kill the cows or something. So
Yeah, that's another.
Beef prices went up. I was surprised they didn't go up real high. They went up a little bit during those 2 weeks.
They're expensive now. When you take ground beef, which was what the poor person's meal, ground beef, and you make ground beef where it's $6.99 a pound.
Right.
That's freaking outrageous. And then not only that, but you look at the wings that used to be a throwaway product. Now it's like $2.50 a wing.
Yeah. What, at a restaurant or?
Yeah, at a restaurant, and even when you buy them.
I'm surprised it's not more.
Even when you buy them at the grocery store, they're expensive.
Yeah, I always get the ones that are actual wings. Never get that frozen garbage because they charge too much for that. The Tyson frozen wings that are barbecue sauce already in it. All that.
Oh no, you don't want to buy that shit anyway.
Get your own wings and sauce them up yourself.
Yeah. But
I'm ready for another beer jammer. I can drink one more, hopefully, before my roommates start bitching.
All right. Well,
you got some string or oh wait, that's your wire to your headphones. Never mind.
Yeah. See, it's black.
Over here, it looked white. I guess the light or something. I thought there was a long white hair on you.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, and you ask me to do these things. This is not justice.
Marlon Brando?
Yeah. Godfather. How American. Mobsters. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Day of beer dependence. Jammer.
We were talking about mobsters. We got to get my brother on here. He's a mobster historian.
Yeah. That's true. He is.
All right, buddy.
Hey, but does he have a mobster connection? I do.
What kind of connection you got?
I was connected through a upholsterer of a vehicle for a Tampa mobster.
What?
Oh, not upholsterer, not just an upholsterer. There was an upholsterer and a painter. So you have
the imposter?
Huh?
You mean the imposter or the
upholsterer? Person who does upholstery.
Oh yeah.
Who does seats, fabric.
So he was
the mobster came in to a garage to have work done on his vehicle, and he wanted it upholstered and painted and everything. He was making it look really nice and all that stuff.
Because he tried blood on it.
And so the connections to, I forget where it's one of the mobster. I forget the name. It's not Trafficante. It's
he was the big boss of Tampa.
Anyway, one of the big guys, and he turned around, and as he was getting the vehicle ready for the guy and all that stuff, he got killed.
Wait, the guy getting the vehicle ready got killed, or the other guy got killed?
The mobster got killed.
Now, right there at your shop, or somewhere else?
I don't know if it was the shop, but anyway, that's the connection I have to.
Yeah.
I might have a closer connection through relatives, but I don't want to touch on that.
When I lived in Pennsylvania, you know that movie, The Irish Guy or whatever, with the Netflix movie, long movie.
Yeah, that
Joe Pesci played.
Yeah, it was a crappy movie.
Yeah, but that was in Pittston, Pennsylvania. And when I lived there when I was in high school, I lived in Wilkes-Barre, but somebody said about the mob. I'm like, mob in Pittston? And I never believed them, but sure enough, there was. Yeah. I was like, wow.
Well, I know there's got to be some mob connections. That was my mob connections for actual mafia, and then I was connected to a degree to the Tex-Mex pipeline for drugs and stuff like that. I was connected to people who were involved in that. And then I was connected.
You better relay. How were you connected to them? Make yourself innocent.
They were my girlfriend's neighbors and friends, and I became friends with them and used to hang out with them all the time, and then actually became their insurance agent and everything. So I was supplying insurance for them and had life and health and all that.
I'm sure that's not all you were supplying.
And I would stop by every now and then, say hi to them because they always fed me and everything like that. And I would bring them, I'd bring them stuff all the time. And I got stopped after, stuff I'd find on sale and everything, real cheap because I knew they were friends with my girlfriend's mother. Is
that where you learn how to do all that retail theft?
Retail theft? I don't know anything about retail theft, but anyway. And I got stopped by the cops after leaving their house one day, and it was really strange because they stopped me. They asked me what I was doing. They found out I was an insurance agent. They found out I was just stopping by there and all that stuff, and then they ran my information, came back, didn't give me a ticket or anything, and just said, "Okay, thanks for have a wonderful day." And I drove off. So I'm thinking. They looked at me and thought, okay, who's this guy come popping up all the time?
Hey, Brew. He's the one that keeps popping up all the time.
Yeah. Going to drink any good beers today? I don't know. I got a couple of beer. I don't know about 8%. I might have an 8%. I have to look.
Yeah. Go ahead and look, and we'll set up the next one.
Hold on one second. I'll look.
We can look when we're off camera, but Jammer likes to look while we're on camera. I only have one 3.5% beer left to drink, or I got one of these still to drink. I might drink one more of these, 5%. Bohemian Czech pilsner, delicious. Day of beer independence, and hardly any beer. But I gotta go to work too, so I got enough time maybe to drink a quickie. I'm gonna try to do a better picture here next time too. Show me an image for a thumbnail on YouTube. So hard to set shit up on here. I'm not even doing a thumbnail on this next one. It's just hard. Too hard to set up. Thumbnail on YouTube and ChatGPT. And the last one said I had too many megabytes.
Closest I get is 7.6.
All right, what is it?
It's from KCBC Brewing. Golly, what the hell was the name? Daredevil?
Oh, it's a Daredevil one? Okay, this stout or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
What the hell is it? KB what?
KCBC.
KCBC. Doesn't sound right, but okay. Daredevil. All right. Yeah, I'll set that one up.
Daredevil, which I don't care for the guy who played Daredevil.
Which one?
You know who?
The series or the movie?
The movie.
That was Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
Have you ever seen the series, the Netflix series, or the new one?
Ben Affleck as a superhero. Who fucking came up with that shit?
He's a Batman now. Jeremy went from Daredevil to Batman.
Like I said, who came up with that shit?
Or he was a Batman. He's no Batman no longer either, right?
Yeah, there you go.
He's a liquor.
You too much information.
KCBC, Kings County Brewing Collective. See, he knows it.
Yeah, see?
He probably Googleized it real quick, huh?
He knew.
He knew. All right, let's
PA knows things, man. PA
we gotta hurry
knows.
because I gotta go to bed soon. I'm already past bedtime.
PA knows things.
Yeah, he drinks and he knows things.
Yes.
And he also travels around Pennsylvania. PA outdoors couple.
Yeah.
Look him up.
He also has visions.
That's what we said that, didn't we?
Yeah, he has visions.
All right, we'll be back in a second. Shagdog and Jammer.
Yeah, Spitter Swallow Beer Reviews, Day of Beer Dependence.
All right, no fireworks today, though.
No fireworks.
Besides our witticism.
Yeah, that's right. No. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing, sharing. Tinkle that bell. Hey, join Shagdog and Jammer on the Spitter Swallow Beer Review.